Hi everyone, it is really nice to meet you. My name is Jose Romero Mariona.
I'm Jorge Fernandez.
And we're both part of the Leidos Corporation. Today we wanted to just walk you through a project that we think is going to be pretty interesting for you guys to consider, named GenAI for Proposal Development. But before we get into that, we wanted to just give you a little bit of a background on who we are at Leidos and what we do. So Leidos is an industry and technology leader that serves both government and commercial customers. And our job is to develop smarter, more efficient digital mission innovations. One of the various things that we do on the commercial side of the house, which you might have seen at various airports, are all these body scanners that you have to go through now as part of your TSA process. And that is just a little bit of the slice of what you see from Leidos out in the industry. But we're also very heavily involved with other industries, including aerospace and defense. About us specifically, we have about 48,000 employees globally, and we're headquartered out of Washington, D.C. area in Reston, Virginia. We have about 25,000 of our employees who are cleared for working on government programs. But what I wanted to point at is the fact that we have a highly educated workforce as well. A lot of PhDs and a lot of masters that are working on some really interesting, innovative projects. Us specifically work within the Leidos Innovation Center, and our mission is to be able to develop some early prototypes that can eventually become a commercialized technology for our corporation.
A cool thing about Leidos is 87% of Leidos employees are located domestically here in the United States. Leidos is represented in most states in the Union. For example, Jose and I are sitting here at the San Diego facility at Campus Point. And beyond the United States, we have a presence across the globe, including Antarctica.
So Leidos is represented by 5 main sectors. We have our health and civil sector, national security, commercial, international, digital modernization, and defense systems. All these sectors come together to be able to give Leidos an advantage when it comes to moving technology forward and doing it in a very innovative way. This brings us to the actual project that we have ready for you guys. And we're excited to be able to propose to you this concept of leveraging generative AI to develop proposals. One of the things that we do a lot here within Leidos is respond to what we refer to as broad agency announcements, or BAAs, or requests for proposals, RFPs. And these are documents that are put out by funding organizations like DARPA, IARPA, Office of Naval Research. And what they do is they sketch out what it is that they want to see a solution when it comes to proposing to do work for them. Oftentimes, this is somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 60 pages of a lot of legal jargon and details about how the solution should be implemented. And our scientists and engineers sometimes have a lot of time dedicated into breaking down that proposal, understanding not only what they require, but more importantly, what have we done in the past to provide solutions like this. So our project to you is to take one of these soon to be published in the future proposals, information like a broad agency announcement or BAA, and put it into your tool that is going to leverage generative AI to honestly help us develop 2 things.
One thing will be a proposal framework, which is going to be basically an outline of a proposal, which will have some plans, some information of what you will be planning to do for the actual proposal or for the actual BAA. Another thing is going to be develop an execution plan of action, which is basically meant to be an outline of who's going to work on what and what is going to be done to get to that end goal.
Yep, great points. So the goal is to give you a sample or a real broad agency announcement, 40 to 60 page request for proposals. And then we're going to take your tool and we're going to run this BAA through it, and it's going to help us develop 2 things like Jorge mentioned. One, a framework that has a lot of this proposal already spelled out for us to just fill in and finalize it, but also, and more importantly, as a second phase, be able to come up with an execution plan that tells us what needs to get done and provide roles for how this is going to be done. But don't worry, we as mentors are going to walk you through what is needed, what to do, and what we expect to see out of the output of this tool. Keep in mind, we expect a lot of creativity from you, so we don't want to hold you to a specific structure. We want you to leverage tools that you're familiar with, tools you want to explore, and ultimately help us come up with those 2 outputs, a proposal framework and an execution plan or a plan of action that we can move on to develop roles from.
Well, thank you here for being here with us. And like we said, if you need any help, just contact us and we're going to be kept in touch with you guys.
Sounds great. We're looking forward to working with you, and just know that we'll be not just here for you, but here with you, working every step of the way. So we're excited to be joining you in partnership, and come work with us at Leidos.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.